Hello, my name is Lisette Dawn. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hello. If you are an oldie but a goldie, I am so glad to have you return. Thank you so much for coming back. Your support means the world to me. In today's video, we're going to be talking about entrepreneurship. I'm going to share with you my current routine and my goals and where I'm at. And yeah, so where do I even start? So 2 years ago, I took the leap, became an entrepreneur full-time. September 2019 is when I started my business. I own a digital marketing agency that's based in Johannesburg, South Africa. And currently, like the rest of the world, I am working from home, and so is the rest of the team. I've got a team of about 5 young, vibrant, beautiful ladies, and all of us are simply working from home. Working remotely has been great, and I know sometimes it can be very isolated. It can feel very lonely, so we try and get some FaceTime from time to time. We have like weekly scheduled meetups virtually, and then once a month we'll meet up for like lunch or something when they allow us to go outside. Luckily that's been the case over the past couple of months, so that is great. So for those that are working from home for the very first time, I believe many are finding it quite stressful and overwhelming, because you know, before you were going to a particular office, your day started at a particular time, it ended at another time. You knew that okay, you're at work, you've got your bra on, you've got your heels on if you wear heels or whatever, and you knocked off. You got home, you took off your heels, you took off your bra, and your home life began. Now, working from home means that everything is just together. Everything is just, you know, there's no start time and end time. There's no, you know, lunch break and dinner time. Everything is just here. Everyone thinks they've got access to you any other time of the day, which for a lot of people is overwhelming, and I completely understand. So imagine now, as an entrepreneur, that is just your life. There is no 9 to 5. Entrepreneurship is not 9 to 5. Screw whoever told you that. It is not the case. Early on into this video, I'm just going to dismiss the concept entirely of balance. I'm not saying balance does not exist, but finding balance, girl, finding balance, work-life balance, for a lot of us right now, this is where we're at, right? This is where we're at. So how am I managing it? You know what? Here's the truth about balance. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. We have priorities, and we choose when to prioritize what, and that's just that. That is just that. You prioritize what is most important to you at that particular time. Life is very simple because it's give and take. I'm not saying simple as in like easy. I'm just saying like understanding the concept of life is very simple. There are trade-offs. So me being in my second year as an entrepreneur, I basically hardly have a social life. Not that I can socialize right now, given, you know, living in a whole new world. But yeah, my social life is almost non-existent. Maybe like it's like 10 minutes here, an hour there, a day, a month kind of thing. And that's just my life, and I've come to terms with it. I've made peace with it because I know that I'm working towards something, and I'm completely okay with that. I know what I'm trying to build, and I know what it takes. It's crazy. Sometimes just like, but I chose this life. So I knew what I was getting myself into. Crazy hours. And this is one thing that is often not discussed online, is how many hours, right? You hear different concepts, you know, they just say, the day never start, the day never end, you know, like Give me some numbers to work with. Don't just say the day never start, the day never end. Like, what is a typical day like? There isn't a typical day. What are the typical hours like? You know, that's a more direct question and it's quite easy to answer. And of course, it's different for every individual. Some people do track their times, some don't. Some have an idea of how much time they're putting towards their business every week as an entrepreneur. Some don't. And that's absolutely okay. So a few weeks ago, I tried out this concept called the Elon Musk Work Ethic Challenge. Honey, like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? I saw it on Times Magazine, probably about 2 years ago, or even longer, before I became an entrepreneur. I saw this and it struck me as interesting. Listen, it's ridiculous. I tried it before I started my business. Before I became an entrepreneur full time, I came across a Times Magazine article, and on the cover was Elon Musk, and it was titled Elon Musk's Work Ethic, 80 hours a week. And I thought that's a bit ridiculous. I mean, I'm sure they meant a month. Like, what does that even mean? What is 80 hours a week? So basically in the article, Elon Musk goes on to explain that if you want to build something incredible, if you want to make a dent in the universe, you gotta work like crazy. In his actual words, he actually says you gotta work like hell. You gotta put in some crazy hours, like 80 hours a week, which I thought was ridiculous. But then I'm like, Elon Musk, 80 hours a week makes sense. He would not lie about that. SpaceX, Tesla, makes sense, you know? So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I'm still young. I don't have any dependents. I don't have any children. I don't have a dog. I don't have a cat. Let me try this out. I've got nothing to lose except sleep. Except sleep and some time being social. And yeah, it was a latte. It was a lot. I tried it out for 2 weeks. I was working like crazy, so I did the maths, and you know, prior to trying out the whole Elon Musk Work Ethic Challenge, I was doing about 50 hours a week, about 50 to 60 hours a week, which is basically about 10 hours a day, 10 to 12 hours a day, and then on some days I'd be a little bit more normal. So yeah, in totality, it was probably about 50 to 60 hours a week. So, you know, obviously if you work a 9 to 5, you're doing about 40 hours. So basically Elon was saying do double. And I was like, Elon, though, like double this. So I'm like, okay, let me give it a shot. Let's see. Let me tell you, honey, let me tell you, 80 hours is not Weapon Place. 80 hours is not Popeyes. 80 hours is not Cartoon Network. Oh my word, what was I thinking? I did the 80 hours. And let me tell you what happened in that week. In fact, let me be honest. I didn't do 80 hours. I did 70 and I was enough. Because anything beyond that, I think I was going to lose my mind a little bit. I did 72 hours in the first week. And the second week, I did 80 hours. Yeah. It was nasty, okay? There was nothing cute about that week. But I put in the hours. I had work, I had lots of work. I was actually launching something. It's called Boss League Africa. It's a women empowerment platform. You can check it out on Instagram. I've also just left the handle for you so that it's easy to find in the description box. That's what I was busy with that week, and you know what? Those hours were worth it, okay? Those hours were worth it. They were ridiculous, but they were worth it because something came out of that week that I am super proud of. You know, I'd been working on it for months, and finally I was able to launch. Finally our website went live. Yeah, so it was a crazy week. It was really, really crazy. Sometimes I didn't know whether I was coming or I was going. I was basically sleeping just before the break of dawn so that I convince my mind that it's still nighttime, and that as long as if I don't see the sunrise, it is still the day that it is, and it's not the next day, irrespective of what my phone said at 3:45 or 4:15. I believed that it was still Tuesday, even though it was Wednesday morning. It was that insane. I was working crazy hours, sometimes sleeping at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'd sleep at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'd be up around 9, and I'd start my day. And yeah, it was really interesting. It pushed me out of my element, and like I said, got something out of that week, so I'm super proud of that. But I know it's not sustainable as well. It's honestly not sustainable, and that brings me to my goals for this year. As much as it's fun, I'm an adrenaline junkie. I love an adventure. I love a challenge. I love thinking outside the box. I like pushing myself to the edge, pushing myself over and over again. But man, those 2 weeks were hectic, and I don't think it's sustainable to work 70 hours a week, because it's just not sustainable. Like, taking showers twice, 3 times a week is not, it's not okay. It is not okay. Like, don't do it. Like, do the challenge. Okay, do the challenge and tell me how it goes. Do the challenge, tell me how it goes. Please do the challenge. It is so hilarious when it's Wednesday and you realize you haven't showered since Monday. Do the challenge. Push yourself over and over and over again. Task yourself with something you've been wanting to work on, something you've been wanting to get off the ground, but maybe you never had the time. That crazy week will be a week to actually do something about it, and not just say you're gonna do it one day, because like one day is not a day in the week. So if you're gonna do it that week. Get an Elon Musk week. Choose an Elon Musk week. Dedicate 70 hours, 80 hours as he says. But if he gets to 60, and normally you do like 40 hours, be proud of yourself. You could be using that time towards, working on a project, like I said, that you've been wanting to get off the ground. If you have a side hustle that you've started, use the time, use those other hours to sort of work on it. And I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but when I did those 70 hours and 72 hours in the first week, and then managed to do the 80 hours in the second week, it was because I was also working weekends. It wasn't a Monday to Friday trying to squeeze in 70 hours, because that is ridiculous, okay? That is crazy. So that's not what I mean. What I did is I decided I was going to work Monday to Saturday, and I was going to use Sunday as my rest day. I am a big advocate for self-care Sundays, so my Sundays are holy. Like, I don't touch my Sundays, no one touches my Sundays. I don't work on Sundays, I don't have meetings on Sundays. The only time on Sunday where I would say I'm almost working is when I'm prepping for the week ahead, whether it's setting tasks for the team, loading them up onto Trello, and just prepping for the week ahead. That is the only productive, or the only time where maybe my laptop is open. But on Sunday, otherwise, darling, work-life balance is that. It's you choosing what day of the week. It's you choosing when you're going to carve out time to rest, because rest is important. It's absolutely important. But what I've come to know during my journey is that no one can decide for you how much rest you need, and therefore don't just rest because everyone says we are supposed to rest on a Friday or Saturday. It's systematic. Use that time. If you know that you're a high energy person, use your Saturday productively. Don't just sit there and then come Sunday you also just sit there. Do something with your time. So know thyself, be true to thyself, know who you are, and make that work to advantage. That's it from me today. I hope that you found this video very insightful. It was really fun to be able to take time out of my busy day to again prioritize putting out this video, because I know a life update video was definitely necessary. I haven't done one in a while, and I just wanted to share how crazy it gets over here or over there, and I know you can relate to some of these crazy stuff that I just shared with you. I hope you are doing well. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, and if you are new and you did enjoy this video and you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you soon in another video. Let's connect outside of YouTube. You can find me on my different social media platforms. Every social media platform, I'm there at Lesedi Dawn across all different social media platforms. I'm also on Clubhouse, also Lesedi Dawn. Find me, let's connect, let's create magic, let's go out and win. Are you going to do the Elon Musk work ethic challenge? If you are, please comment and let me know. Hashtag Elon Musk challenge. If you're going to try it out, hashtag in the comment section, so that we can follow each other on this journey and see the crazy things that we get up to during a week where we are trying to do 80 hours in that particular week. Let's do it next week. Let me know if you'll join me. I'm happy to do another one just for you. I'm happy to do another one so that we can go through this together. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye.